One of the more common questions I get asked is when to and how often you should seal coat your pavement. There are various factors that come into play here. Oxidation from the sun, vehicular traffic, weather, and temperature all begin to deteriorate the pavement starting from the moment it's laid. In order to reduce the adverse effects these elements can cause, it is important to seal coat your pavement as soon as possible. Delaying seal coating subjects the pavement to premature failure due to loss of binder and fines in the asphalt. A comprehensive maintenance program of seal coating the pavement every 2 to 3 years will dramatically increase the life of your pavement. We've put together the following graph to help explain the recommended frequency and benefits of seal coating. In this graph, I'm going to illustrate for you the typical life cycle of a pavement surface. In this example, we are going to use a 10,000 square yard parking lot that was installed to the standard commercial specifications. We have two scenarios here, one with a maintenance program and one without. Let's start with an unmaintained parking lot. As soon as the new asphalt is laid, it starts to deteriorate, losing oils and resins to oxidation, and other elements such as weather and contaminants such as oils, gas, and vehicular traffic. Within the first 2 years or so, you will notice cracking. This usually occurs in the seams and the joints of the parking lot. Untreated, these cracks widen and lengthen, transverse and longitudinally intersecting, and eventually form block cracking around year 4. As the elements continue to batter the pavement, the untreated cracks and block cracking allow water to penetrate to the subgrade, softening the base and forming cavities beneath. As vehicular traffic puts stress on these areas, the block cracks turn into alligatored areas. Around year 6 to 8, the alligatored areas, in part due to freeze-thaw cycle, are now turning into potholes. Small initially, but quickly growing with every passing year. Around year 14 to 15, the unmained lot has become a hazard. This generally requires full depth repair, surface milling, and reconstruction, with an average cost of about $198,000, or $20 per square yard for a 10,000 square yard parking lot. Now, let's discuss the difference a maintenance program makes in the life cycle of your parking lot. 12 months after initial installation, we recommend seal coating the parking lot using a two-coat application of a coal tar or asphalt emulsion sealer. This will secure the oils and resins and also lock in the sand surrounding the aggregate, further strengthening the surface. The cost associated for the first seal coating is an average of $9,000 or 90 cents per square yard. The frequency on which you seal coat your parking lot will vary depending on elements such as weather conditions, vehicular traffic, estimated single axle loads, and overall use of the parking lot. For instance, sealer will wear more quickly at a McDonald's versus, say, a florist shop due to the frequency of use. For example, you may have 500 cars per day at McDonald's and only 20 cars per day at the florist shop. Typically, you will want to seal coat your lot again at years 3 to 5. In addition to seal coating, you will need to fill the various cracks in the pavement to prevent water from penetrating to the subbase. This project will have an average cost of about $10,500 or $1.05 per square yard. At year 8 to 10, you will notice increased cracking and minor alligatoring. At this stage, the specification will require seal coating, crack filling, and 2 to 4 inches of surface patching, with an average cost of $15,000 or $1.50 per square yard. Moving to around years 15 to 17, you will notice more alligatored areas forming as the asphalt continues to break down, causing widespread areas of repair. Here, major patching along with seal coating and crack filling will be required, with an average cost of $18,000 or $1.80 per square yard. At the end of the well-maintained parking lot's life cycle, around years 22 to 24 on average, is when you will need to replace it. Having properly cared for the lot, you have more economical options. Typically, you will be able to patch and resurface or overlay the parking lot in lieu of full-depth reconstruction. However, areas of surface milling will occasionally be required. The average cost of this process has an average cost of $100,000 to $110,000, or $10 to $11 per square yard. Comparing the two, you can see that you save an average of $45,000 with a cohesive maintenance program. But let's look at this further. Along with saving money, you also extend the life of the parking lot by 8 years. In addition, you are also providing a safe, non-hazardous parking lot for tenants and customers that is aesthetically pleasing. The benefits of a maintenance program clearly outweigh the alternative.